Hey guys, Clint at 813 here, and today we're here at Daytona International Speedway nighttime for the 20-lap shootout I like to call the iBuyPower Clash. Now these 16 lucky NIOL drivers were chosen to compete here, so I think without further ado, let's get underway. I know you're as excited as I am. Through practice, it looks like DJ Stagner took it with a 45.672. Then in qualifying, our front rows consisting of that one Ford Fusion of Jonathan Wong. Then right beside him we'll have Kenneth Harvey in the 82. For happy hour, Isaac Nichols took that with a 44.746. And let's go ahead and watch these cars roll off pit lane. Go ahead and go through the lineup as these cars do their pace lap. On the front row, like I said, is the one car of Jonathan Wong, and then Kenneth Harvey in that 82. Behind them we got Ryan Butcher and Cody Lamas. Then row 3 will consist of the 22 of Kyle Sheehan and the 64 of DJ Stagner. Behind them will be the 98 of Tyson Conway and the 3 of Stephen Cooks. Then we have Revamped Fisher in the 18 Napa Toyota Camry with Matthew Nicholson in the 86 McDonald's Ford Fusion. Behind them will consist of Connor Meyer in that 51 Xfinity Toyota Camry, and Dylan Young, who's well known throughout the NR community, in that Dr. Pepper Ford Fusion number 2. Behind them we got Ryan Hartz in the 72 NASCAR Heat 2 Dodge, and then right beside him is a fellow Dodge, Jay Rodriguez, in the 14 Remus car. Rounding out the field will be David Monahan in that 17 Monster Energy Toyota Camry, and then starting dead last will be the 25 of Isaac Nichols in that Aldi Ford Fusion. So like I said, 20 laps around this track. We know they can go 3 wide and stick it, but it's when they try 4 wide is when stuff starts to go south. 20 laps is a lot of time actually for just 16 cars on track. I'm expecting one, maybe 2 yellows, maybe even more if they're wild. We're about to see how this package is going to work for the restrictor plate tracks throughout the year, and on some of them we won't even run the restrictor plates, so they'll be upwards of about 250. Coming off turn 4, like I said, 20-lap shootout. Pace car is going to make that left turn onto pit lane. Jonathan Wong is going to lead him down, and the NIOL is underway. Boy, that one car got a great start. He's going to be able to pull out to the high lane, but I don't know if that's what you want. You want to be able to block on that yellow line. Ryan Butcher looks like he'll get up there to secure second away from Kenneth Harvey. And no one trying that third lane yet. Well, I might have spoke too soon. That's Cody Lamas trying to get by Kenneth Harvey on that high lane, and Ryan Butcher's just gonna, well, he's actually gonna go for the lead. And he's got help from his fellow Dodge friend right behind him of Kyle Sheehan. Cody Lamas just got left out to dry in that top lane. He's gonna go almost, oh! That looked like it was gonna be dangerous, but now Matthew Nicholson's stuck in the middle back there. It looks like Ryan Butcher's gonna lead the first lap of the year. Jonathan Wong, who started first, is already back and forth, and he's going to start falling in that high lane unless he can get down to the bottom, but I don't see that happening in this mess. Tyson Conway now is going to have the lead. Revamped Fisher is going to try to get to him, and that's Ryan Hartz in the 72 leading that bottom lane. Oh, Revamped Fisher just took Tyson Conway. Oh my goodness. That's a big wreck back there. Tyson Conway's destroyed. Couple other cars, Stephen Cooks and Kyle Sheehan's involved. Revamped Fisher, that's all of them. As they race back to the line, Ryan Hartz and David Monahan got away unscathed. And that happened on lap 2. A lot of damage for a lot of cars. That whole top lane took a huge hit. Ryan Butcher's got some hood damage, but I think the one that took the most of it was Tyson Conway. I thought he had a tremendous save, but they're going 200 into that turn, and look, he's going to retire. His race is already over. What a hard way to start your career. So let's go ahead and take a look at that replay. So we're looking at it in slow-mo here, and Tyson Conway's up in the high lane, but a little too close to the wall, and I don't know what Revamped Fisher was doing. He just ended up hooking him. Maybe thought he was clear, but right here, I mean, it was a nice save. Conway goes through the grass, but once you hit that grass, very hard to save the car, and he'll come straight up right in front of Fisher. Fisher gets some heavy damage, and then Tyson Conway, hard head-on hit into the wall. Oh, that's our pole sitter, Jonathan Wong, getting some damage up there in the high lane. Ryan Butcher as well. Cody Lamas looks like he might have gotten through. DJ Stagner, I saw, had some damage. Steven Cooks and Kyle Sheehan might have gotten away with it right there. Not much damage as they just tried to spin around and get to the pack, but that was a hard hit for Tyson Conway. Let's go ahead and go on board with him. Boy, Dylan Young had an amazing save there. He almost got hooked by the 64 of DJ Stagner. We're going to go ahead and check, see if Cody Lamas got through this. Ooh, just a little bit of side damage from that 86, but other than that, looks like he was able to get through. Going to go on board with one more vehicle, and that's going to be the 18 of Revamped Fisher. See how this started. I mean, he's in the middle lane here, and he's just slowly creeping up, trying to side draft, and just hooked him. Fisher had some hard damage, too. And it looks like Jonathan Wong was able to get through it pretty well, so that's good for the pole sitter. We'll be back for the restart after our first caution of the day comes on lap 2. Welcome back to Daytona for the iBuyPower clashes. We're going to restart on lap 7 of 20. And if you're still in this race, your odds just went up a lot as 2 cars have retired. The 98 of Tyson Conway after that hard outside wall hit, and then the 64 of DJ Stagner retired due to damage. A couple cars might be off pace. It'll be interesting to see who's going to be able to stick with the pack. Fastest lap of the day so far has been Ryan Hart's as we're under green again. A couple cars jumped out to that outside lane trying to get anything they can. And it's looking like Revamped Fisher, Ryan Butcher right now are going to be off the pace. Same with Kyle Sheehan. As David Monahan just wants to get away from any... Oh! I don't know what that was back there. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. And it... Oh my gosh, they're still wrecking back there. It's just a stack-up effect right now. I don't know what's wrong with Jonathan Wong. He's going to come back up on track. Boy, this pack is just spread out right now. It's a 5-car breakaway. I honestly do not know what happened to Cody Lamas back there. Let's go ahead and rewind. See what happened. It's like Isaac Nichols just got hooked by Dylan Young. And then they're just all trying to dodge it. Jonathan Wong's down on the apron there, and he almost hooks Cody Lamas again. I don't know what's going on there. These cars, they're just frantically trying to get back to the front, but by doing so, it's only, like I said, 5-car breakaway. It's David Monahan and that 17 leading with Jay Rodriguez, Kenneth Harvey, Connor Meyer, and Ryan Hart's up here. Highest Ford will be that 25 of Isaac Nichols, as it's 2 Dodges, 2 Toyotas, and a Chevy up here battling. And I think something's wrong with Isaac Nichols. That might have been what was happening. They're trying to get by him, as now Steven Cooks and Dylan Young are going to try to hook up and chase down that lead pack, get a couple people up there, try to battle this thing out. But the way these guys are racing, that's going to be easy. David Monahan's leading. Pretty big lead actually right now. Not many cars with that are clean right now. They're single file back there trying to catch up. Looks like Dylan Young was able to catch the pack, and he might try to spoil the party. Let's go ahead and go on board with Dylan. He'll get by Kenneth Harvey for 5th. With his 2 cars just looking tuned up, he's going to go with Rodriguez, and that's Ryan Hart's, the Dodge train. There is now a Ford in this battle, as it's just single file behind him. David Monahan left out to dry. Harvey's going to be right back in it in that 82, and Dylan Young just making some moves. He's going to drive his way probably all the way up to the front of the pack. I couldn't tell, was someone pitting? Yeah, it looks like it. That'll be the 22 of Kyle Sheehan. He was falling off pace as right now. The 18 is way off, along with, looks like the 16. 25. The 1 looks like he's got a little bit of the draft with Matthew Nicholson back there. But we've got a race now. Every manufacturer is represented up here in this lead pack, and the way they're racing, everyone behind them is catching. So Ryan Hart has seemed to be dominant when he's out front, but that 2 car of Dylan Young is making some headway. He was able to catch the front pack and then was able to race his way up to 2nd, and he's just going to follow Ryan Hart's. That's Connor Meyer in that Toyota 51 Xfinity Camry on the bottom. It looks like he's going to get help from his Toyota friend David Monahan in that bottom lane. And we're only halfway done with this race. And look who has joined the pack. Jonathan Wong is now up here looking to try to get to the front. Matthew Nicholson looks like he might be able to get up here. Hopefully he didn't lose Jonathan Wong too soon. But right now, it looks like we have 10 cars in this front pack, or you can consider them in this front pack. Isaac Nichols is about 5.4 seconds off the pace, and the 16 and 18 are just way off from the damage they've sustained. Jonathan Wong gonna make some moves, trying to do something. Oh, Dylan Young just filled a hole that I didn't think it was there, and he's gonna go from the top to the bottom. Oh my goodness, Dylan Young is just showing us some amazing moves he's got here at Daytona. He was in the top lane on the backstretch, and he came to the bottom and took it 3 wide, and he's gonna end up going 3rd at the line. Ryan Hart's, he has seemed strong when he's out front. No one can get around him. We'll see how long that stays, as Dylan Young's going to challenge him again. Another strong car up in this pack is that 82 of Kenneth Harvey. Like, look at that. Now he's going to go with the 2 of Dylan Young. He knows who's fast in this front pack. No, he might take him 3 wide for 2nd. No one is trying to challenge Ryan Hart's. They're just trying to choose who wants to challenge. I mean, I guess if you want anyone to pass Ryan Hart's, it'll either be Kenneth Harvey or Dylan Young. They have been strong all day, but don't count out that 17 of David Monahan. Kenneth tried to go low, but the 17 filled that gap, and he's got to run, and Dylan Young's going to cut off Cody Lamas in the bottom lane. Young's going to want to try a chance again. I think we have a challenge for the lead. David Monahan is there, but no, Jay Rodriguez now, because Monahan opened the door. We're coming to 6 laps to go. We're kind of in that bubble to where if we get a wreck in the next lap or so, we might be able to restart it. And Dylan Young, about, I'm going to say 5 laps, has finally made his way to the lead. But he won't stay there for long. Connor Meyer is going to say something else about that. Cody Lamas is going to follow him. Jonathan Wong, in that one Aero car, doesn't seem to be able to be making some headway. Yet. I will say yet, because who knows, he might be waiting for the right moment. Connor Meyer is now the leader, and he is seeming to stay there. Boy, Ryan Hartz, though, he wants that lead back. Jay Rodriguez now, 2 Dodges are going to hook up in that bottom lane. They're the only Dodges up in this front pack. As we've had 1 Dodge, 1 Chevy retire. What a move! Kenneth Harvey to the lead now going into 1. Oh, but don't look too soon. Ramian Fisher in that 18 car is going to try to get out of the way. He's going to go a lap down here. He's going to block the... he's going to go through the middle. Now he's going to block the high lane. They're all trying to get by him. Ryan Hartz may have just got screwed out of this win because of the 18. But I can't believe what has happened. Connor Meyer is now out front by a good bit because of that lap car. We're going to go ahead, go on board with the rear, see if these cars can catch him now. 4 laps they have to get to him. I mean, Connor's going 193. These guys are going 200. They're going to freight train him when they get to him. Oh boy. Jay Rodriguez, with help from Cody Lamas, looks like they'll be the first ones to get to him. And bye-bye 51. Cody Lamas is going to fill in the 2nd spot. And Connor Meyer looks like he'll go right in front of Dylan Young. If you want anyone pushing you, that's definitely who you want it to be. Never mind, Dylan Young's going to go low, and David Monahan in that 17 is going to follow. We've got 3 laps to go at Daytona. Who's going to bring home the trophy for the Clash? Looking to be Jay Rodriguez unless someone can get a run on him. That pack needs to form up behind him if they want to go at it. I don't believe there is a lap car they will catch. The next one will be Ryan Butcher, but he is well ahead right now. Now, Cody Lamas might be trying to time this. Now, remember, any yellow would cause this race to be raced back to the line and then officially ended under yellow. But now we have David Monahan with Connor Meyer in the bottom lane, Cody Lamas and Dylan Young in the top lane. Keep an eye on Kenneth Harvey as well, back in 6th. He's definitely going to want to make a run at it. And Jonathan Wong's going 3 wide. So it's about time he's diced it up with some of these cars. Stephen Cooks is back there. Matthew Nicholson looks like he lost the draft. Well, maybe not yet. Connor Meyer getting help from Dylan Young now in that middle lane. Now Connor Meyer is going to block Kenneth Harvey. And Dylan Young and David Monahan, they're coming off of turn 4. They're going to see the white flag. Jay Rodriguez is going to lead him down. But will he lead him back? 3 wide for the lead at the line, and it's Kenneth Harvey in the bottom lane with help from Ryan Hartz going into turn 1. Who's going to bring it back in one piece? If any of them do, that'll be a miracle. Boy, they're looking to go 4 wide back there, but David Monahan looks like he's going to sort it out. Keep an eye on Dylan Young. Might be getting a run from that 48. Ryan Hartz wants to step out, but no, look out. Here is Dylan Young's going to put it in the bottom lane. 3 wide for the lead off turn 4. Kenneth Harvey in the top lane. Ryan Hartz now is going to block Kenneth Harvey. Cody Lamas in the bottom lane. Coming to the line, it's going to be Dylan Young. He's going to win the iBuyPower Clash. What a finish to that race. I can't believe what I just watched. So many lead changes basically coming off turn 4. Some fantastic racing here at Daytona. And Dylan Young in that 2 car was able to bring it home. That's going to give him a lot of momentum for the duels and even the 500. Now also a thing to remember, Dylan Young, he is racing in Duel 2, which will be ran at night, so definitely a lot of experience came out of this that'll help him in the long run. There's your official standings right there. Dylan Young, Ryan Hartz, Cody Lamas, Jay Rodriguez, and Kenneth Harvey rounding out your top 5. We finished with 2 cars out of the race, 1 12 laps down, another 1 lap down, and then 2 others off the pace. This has been the iBuyPower Clash at Daytona. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you at the Gatorade Duels.